Morning, y'all. How's everyone doing? What's going on? Chat is not showing up on screen yet, and that's frustrating. Yeah, it's a beanie morning because A, my hair is horrible, and B, it's cold in New York. So, what is going on? How y'all doing? I'm so frustrated that chat isn't showing up here. I have echo? That's good to know. I may know why. I don't know why. I don't have echo? Maybe you have echo, Sapphire. I don't have echo. I think it's on your end, Sapphire. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I'm looking at my audio sources, and there's nothing that should be causing anything. Well, good to know. Okay. Okay. So, we're writing some. I don't know. We have a lot of different things we could do. I was talking about doing like a game dev hangout stream, and oh yeah, happy Valentine's Day, everyone. What's going on? Oh, it was also playing in Discord? That's why. There you go. Time for cheap chocolates for Manny. Yes. I'm glad you find my voice soothing and relaxing it. I'm glad you find my 9 a.m. like falling apart raspy voice relaxing. This is not on purpose. This is just what happens when I'm dehydrated. So, we were talking about playing Lethal Company or doing like a game dev hangout stream. I have been messing around with game dev again. You know, that's what I wanted to do before I got into music. I wanted to be a game developer. Before I even knew like the word developer, I just wanted to make video games. So I learned to program. I learned to program in BASIC and later JavaScript and C#, C++, everything else. And then I picked up a guitar and, you know, all of that just fell apart. But it's always been in the back of my mind that that's something I'd like to do eventually. So I have been messing around with some game dev. I can show you like what I've been messing around with. It could be fun. You got RPG Maker XP for free on stream on Steam. That's awesome. RPG Maker is great. It can't really be used to make the kind of games I want to make. It's great for like top-down JRPGs and stuff, and that's awesome. I am so much more into like retro platformers is like my thing. And yeah, Manny, we should like stream it together, work on art and game together. That'd be fun. You want to see like the goofy little game I was making? Let's hop over to just check out Game Maker for 2 seconds, and then we'll get into music production on Hazbin. This is the goofy little game I was making. This is Blobbington. Oh, why isn't the music playing? Hang on, I made music. I forget which object starts the music. I had commented it out because I was tired of hearing it every time I launched it up. But it should be here somewhere. Hey, there it is. Okay, that should work. And yes, of course I wrote a little chiptune song for it. Why wouldn't I? So this is Blobbington, because he's a little blob man. Oh, it's off screen. There we go. I didn't make this resizable or anything because I'm a terrible game dev, but so it's a platformer. The usual. There is a dash because I love Celeste, and you bounce. This was my brilliant idea for the game was Celeste, but you bounce. You have a certain number of dashes before you run out of, and you can see them counted at the bottom of the screen. Oh, you kind of can't, actually. There we go. So you can see the dash count at the bottom of the screen. When you run out, you end up flashing. That's a goofy little game. And this is just a terrible level. There's just this horrible blind jump. Oop. Oop. And this is one where you have to hit a button to open this door. Avoid these little dudes. You can break this wall. Oh. And then you have to hit this button, bounce off the wall. Did it not work? There we go. And then you're here. And that's all I made. You can already imagine speed. So I showed this to a few friends, and Food already managed to work out speedrun like speedrun strats for it and everything. It was very funny. Very good. The melody won't get me copyrighted. Wait, is the melody from something? Artemis, I can't hear you. So, let's pull up Ableton Live and check out what we're doing. Check out where we left off with the Angel Dust song. What kind of Hazbin song are we making? So we've got 3 different ones kind of in the works right now. Today we're working on hopefully finishing up the Angel Dust song we started on Monday, and maybe starting concepts for an alastor song. And we've also got a Vox song in the works. This is clearly enough material for a Blobbington Nerdcore song. Hell yeah, I'd love that. My Last FM page is very outdated. Oh no, what does my Last FM page even look like? What is his face? There's no photo. Longest solo ever, also known as Dean DeMarzo, is a musician who is known for making cover songs of video game music, also for being prominent in the Friday Night Funkin' community. Yeah, that's not accurate. I like that Show That Never Ends is my highest listening one. Woo! 200 listeners. Hell yeah. Last FM. Man, I remember when this site was, like, important. That's funny. Let's check out this Angel Dust song. Also, thank you so much for the super chat, Power Fresh. You rock. Hey, thanks, Bloody. You 1/4 of all the 200 Scrabbles. You're 1/4 of all the 200 Scrabbles on Brink of Eternity. Very good. Do I have specific coloring I use on all my song tracks? That is a good question, Hannon. I do not, because I am colorblind as hell. You always color drums blue. Okay, so I do kind of have a consistency in Pro Tools, not in Ableton though. But if I do, you're right. Drums are I'm gonna say colors and they're not gonna be correct. But drums are often a dark blue for me. Keys are something in the like yellow greenish range usually. Guitars will be orange or red. And vocals will be like a very light blue or light yellow or something. But no, that wasn't a stupid question, because I do color code things for sure. Usually as I'm getting towards the end of a project, usually when I get into the mix down stage, Up until that point, stuff is pretty much just wild chaos. Hit them with a hollow orange. Hollow orange is identical to hollow purple, at least to me. So let's hear what we got last time. Yeah, what's up, Ash? Oh, is it loud? It's very loud. I'm sorry. What's up, Caribou? Yeah, this is the Angel Dust song so far. I think we're going to start by picking out some new sounds because I figured out more of the vibe I want. I was quiet before? Okay. We need to write a pre-chorus. But this is the vibe for the pre-chorus. This is the instrumental situation. Chorus. Oh, I'd love to work with Fable. Ash. And we're back into that. I want to change some things sound-wise. This is a fan song. I wish it was official. Night. Does Husk come and cheer him up for the bridge? If I can get a good Keith David impersonator, yes. No, I don't think so. I think this is just gonna be Angel Dust. I have not watched Spy X Family. The only like recent anime I've been good about watching was Jujutsu Kaisen. I would try Spy X Family though. Yeah, Ash, I said yes. Just ask questions. There was this great site I saw. It was basically there's these two sites I saw, one of which was Don't Say Hi, and it's just a page explaining why sending a message that says hey and nothing else is like the most inconsiderate thing you can do. Because it gives the person no context and it puts all the work on them to then contact you back and see what you want. And same goes with like asking, can I ask a question? Just ask the question. We're all here. Just go ahead. Never ask, can I ask a question of anyone? Because you already did. What are the chances we both started working on Hazbin songs at the same time? Really good, because everyone's working on Hazbin songs. Do I plan on reacting to Brazilian nerdcore anytime soon? If I thought there would be a very strong audience for it, I would. If there's a lot of views on it, I would. I haven't been doing many reactions at all lately because I've been overloaded with a ton of stuff. But if there's something with a lot of views that would be cool to react to, yeah, absolutely. Okay, so there are sounds I want to change here. Caribou, no. Thank you for the super chat, Caribou. Okay. There are sounds I want to try to replace here. We're going to make a duplicate of this track. And let's try... Oh, you know what? I'm just going to log in and download Tal Uno LX. This is a Juno synthesizer like emulation, and it's amazing. I'm just going to install this real quick. Okay. And we're going to rescan for plugins. This is a synthesizer that I think is going to give us really good vibes on this. Oh, hey, Jamie. Frostbite Con. Nice. Good to know. Is there a slight chance we'll get another F-bomb for this occasion? I'm not feeling it on this song. Unless it really... it'd be kind of funny to just fulfill the Vivzupop like situation, the thing every Vivzupop show does. That would be very funny. But how do I... I'm trying to figure out how to authorize this now. Because I bought it like years ago. Oh, I can just download it from here. There we go. All set. This is Angel Dust. Make an Adam song called Tickmaster. I mean, yeah. Who's Adam's voice actor? Alex Brightman. Yeah. This guy has such a fun voice. I mean, he has been the lead in School of Rock. Where he played the Jack Black role. Speaking of which, this is a fun fact. I was a guitar teacher for years. One of my students got to the finals for the auditions for the original Broadway cast of School of Rock. He was going to be the guitarist role. And he got to the finals, and Andrew Lloyd Webber loved him, but said he was too tall. So one of my students was this close to being a Broadway star, but too tall. And then he was also, of course, Beetlejuice in Beetlejuice the Musical. I believe he originated both roles. He just has like such a powerful rock voice, and he's just so good at being this like crazy, wild jerk, and so he was perfect for Adam in Hazbin. So yeah, I would be open to doing an Adam song, if only to channel Alex Brightman a little bit. Okay, let's figure this out. I think for one, we're going to shift this up an octave. Give this a little more decay. There we go. And we're going to make it so that envelope also pushes this filter around a little. If I can remember how to do that. Every synth is different. You have to kind of learn where stuff is being pulled from. Filter, I want it to pull from envelope. There we go. It's just like Kepler from FL Studio. Let me see what Kepler is. Oh, yeah. Okay. So here's why. This is fun. Yeah, this is Kepler. And these are both... these are both emulations of the Roland Juno 60, which is a real physical synthesizer. There we go. And you can see the interface. We're all pulling straight from that, right? So that's why Kepler looks like this, and Tau Uno looks like this, because they're both emulating the Juno. I have not read the JJK manga yet. Manga. Sorry. We're getting closer. And yeah, Kepler and Juno. Juno was the name of one of the moons. Oh no, it was the name of a spacecraft. Yeah, it was like a Voyager kind of exploratory space camera, basically. And I think, if I'm not wrong, yes. Okay. This is very funny. The reason they named it Juno was because they were sending it to Jupiter. And in Roman mythology, Juno was the wife of Jupiter, who was a god. So they just sent his wife to check up on him. And that's funny to me. What's better, mix while you're composing, or write the entire thing first with nothing and then mix? I do a little bit of both. I mix enough while I'm writing for it to like sound cool to me, and then at the end of the situation, I will zero out everything, start a brand new session, and pull all the raw audio tracks in. Like I'll print it to audio, and then with a fresh start, with fresh ears, I come back the next day and I mix it from there. I find that gives me like the best of both worlds. I get to make it sound great while I'm working on it, and then I also get to do this true mix down from scratch and get the full sound I want. Where to get the fresh ears from? Don't ask questions you don't want the answer to. Is it cold right now? Yes. Yeah, New York is very cold right now. The head thing, it's a hat, it's a beanie. Head thing. Ooh, this is nice. Get a little noise in here. Was the second better than the first, or did you not listen to him? I don't know what you mean. I'm deep in the vibes here, folks. What does this do? I mean, I know what it does, but let's find out. There we go. Cool, cool, cool. Let's hear it in context. I am using compressors for sidechaining. I would use something like LFO Tool. But the kick pattern changed throughout this. Volume automation is more customizable. There's nothing wrong with that, by all means. LFO Tool might be the happy medium for you. This lets you customize the exact volume outline and just runs it over and over again. And you can really play with the exact envelope situation. Is nice. You know, if you just increase the low end on the kick, it does the same thing as sidechaining. What do you mean by that? Like on an EQ. Do you know if you just increase the low end on the kick, it does the same thing as sidechaining? I have no idea what you're trying to say, Sapphire. I'm sorry. Okay, we're so close to moving on from this in a second. I just really wanted to nail this sound. Because this is kind of setting the tone for the whole song. I'd be making a Despicable Me 4 song. I don't think so. It does sound synthwavy, and I actually, in giving thought to this, I realized I wanted to steer away from being too synthwavy. The stuff I was kind of mentally steering toward in what I'm listening to for this is very analog, actually. I Feel It Coming by The Weeknd is like the main influence on this track in my mind. And I listened to it again this morning. It's so analog. There is not a lot of, yes, there are synths, but they're much more 70s feeling than like late 80s. Do I prefer to make the instrumental first? Do I record the vocals first? Totally depends. It's a little bit of both. How long have I been subscribed to Splice? Okay, yeah, I have a billion credits in here, basically. I've been subscribed to Splice for 8 years now, and I don't use nearly as many credits as they give. You know, that's impossible to do. Yeah, Spice has been around forever. Everything's been around for a long time. I Feel It's Coming is the name of the song, Mini Buzz. Chill. Like I said, it's a lot of very analog feeling synths or very early digital synths, less of the like really complex wavetable stuff like Serum, anything like that. So we're going to be going with really heavily filtered kind of sounds, and we're looking for really just trying to get that Daft Punk French house kind of vibe. Oxka, do I plan on doing albums or ARG? Yes, at some point that's something I've been thinking about a lot lately, is what something like bigger from me would look like. Mike Gino, what's up? How's it going? There we go. This is feeling a little more filtered in the kind of range I want. I want to look at other drum sounds we could use, because right now we're using the arena set I usually use. And it feels too punchy. It feels too hard. You know? Let's look around for something a little more, I don't want to say live, I want to say analog. Let's look in pop. Disco, maybe? These are way too punchy. This could work. I'm gonna grab that. Kind of like that, but I do only want one shots here. Get an analog clock up in here. I've used clock loops on way too many songs, Caribou. Okay, I think we're going to roll with the one I grabbed. And we can do a little mixing on it from there. Just going to shape this a little bit. Then we're going to bring in a compressor to shape the transient. Take off some of that initial hit. Let's find a snare that matches well with that. I want a really dry snare. Honestly, might have hit it right off the bat. Yeah. Arthur song, but it's just Arthur insulting DW. That feels like a Friday Night Funkin' song. Like that feels like the basis for a Friday Night Funkin' song with like all like atonal chromatics, you know? Just samples from the voice. Okay, now what if we back off on the reverb? Still so reverby. Oh, because I literally have a reverb plugin on it. We're going to pull this in, add more of a fade. And then we're going to compress that. Yeah, really crappy ping animations. Here we go. That cross stick is still good. I'm thinking about getting away from the shakers and maybe trying a hi-hat instead. Let's just grab a nice, like, 808 hi-hat. Man, kind of hitting it out of the park with these samples, like, right off the bat. Thoughts on BandLab? It's free, and that's good. Let's use the glue compressor on here. Just get a little more, kind of bringing some of those transients back in. There we go. Garden of BandLab. That's a terrifying, terrifying sounding game. Okay, now I'm also considering a different bass sound. We're just here to experiment with it. And I'm gonna try the I'm gonna try Juno again. See where a Juno can get us. And then still distort it. There we go. I don't know if we're going to go with this or not. I'm just feeling it out. Wish I had control over the pitch envelope, do I? I don't think I do with this. Maybe I'll blend that in with the other. Yeah, okay, cool. This is feeling better. We can get into the rest of the song now. There was one... So we have this little, like, vocal chop line. That's the first time. And then this second time I want... Roman Empire nerdcore song went. Thank you for the super chat there, Sarah. Okay, cool. We can move on now. I just want to that's feeling pretty good. Lying awake, I'm stuck in my own head. Let's try to write a pre-chorus. This is for Angel Dust Blitz. If I can even keep pretending that I'm happy with the way I am. I think a shaker needs to come in there. Let's get into kind of the right BPM range. I think it's this one. Careful when you shake those bees. We're going to put our sidechain on here as well. And we're going to use microshift to shift this out of the center and into the sides of the ears. There we go. Oh, so Sarah, I might try that after the stream or tomorrow morning. I was finishing up a bunch of commissions this morning. So I'm feeling, hey, what's up, Steven? So I'm feeling like cause I'm running away. You know? So let's hop into our hop into Notion here and write some lyrics. This is Notion. This was what we use for writing all of our lyrics. Let me get it in the middle of the screen. Okay, this is Notion. This is what I use for writing all of my lyrics. And I have a template in here with sections of a song just kind of pre-made. I can always change these, swap them around. And then I have a section down here where I can drop in lore. And I just dropped in every Wikipedia page I could find on Angel Dust. The pictures don't matter. They just kind of came when I copied and pasted. And then I have a button here that is, this is an AI generator. Now, I don't use AI to write my songs. That would be boring and come out terrible. I do use it to give me a lot of ideas, though. So I have a box that says, read the lore for the character below. I'd like a table of 60 words in 3 columns and a bank of 30 short phrases that can be used to write a song about this character. So we're going to push this button, and we get... It's doing a lot of reading. I gave it like 30 pages to read. Let's see what we get. There we go. Oh, okay. It just copied the same thing. That's not what I wanted. Is it still working? Sometimes AI just sucks. We're experiencing issues with our AI provider. Well, maybe I fed it a little too much information. Perhaps. I'm going to get rid of the history section at the bottom here. This is less relevant. And the trivia, that's not super useful. I do have these quotes. And let's drop out this section here. Okay. I wonder if it also threw the error because because there's a lot of content in this one that maybe it doesn't like reading. Here we go. Okay. Nice. Okay, now we got ideas. Good. And this is going to be just the starting point for words. Any one of these could spark a lyric idea, and that's all I'm looking for here. I'm just looking for something that'll make my ADHD brain just follow some brand new pathway it hadn't thought about. If I ever had a kid, would I encourage them to get into music? Yeah, my wife and I talk about this a lot. And I never want to like pressure my kid into doing anything they're not interested in, as far as pursuing a passion like music or sports or acting, whatever. I do want them to have the opportunity to experience all of those things. And very obviously, there will be a lot of music in our house. If they do take an interest to music, I want to get them comfortable playing in front of people early, ASAP, because having no stage fright at an early age is an insane advantage. And I'm not saying I'm going to be like a total stage dad, you know, forcing my kid to be in a million performances and shoving them onto American Idol or whatever. I just like local open mics. My wife and I play gigs all the time, so we'll bring them up once in a while. Just if they're interested in playing music, get them doing it in front of people more often than most people do when they start out making music. What if your kid uses FL Studio? They are out on the street. No. I will accept them. It'd be really funny if my kid had music. It would be totally okay. Like 100,000% okay. I would not mind that. As long as they're passionate about something, I will support whatever that is. As long as it's legal. So we have some words we can't use in here. That's okay. You probably should switch to Ableton. You're right, Big Toonie. So let me get a piano here so I can play when I'm hearing. If I can find it. There we go. I just wanted to make sure I got the right sound, because that's what I'm aiming for. I'm aiming for that weekend. I feel it coming, that line. What's up, radio? Cool, cool, cool. Okay. So, we have lying awake, I'm stuck in my own head, thinking of everything I've done that got me here. I don't know if I can even keep pretending that I'm happy with the way I am. Ba-da-da-ba. What are the pre-chorus chords we wrote? Right, okay. So we got... I don't know if I can even keep pretending that I'm happy with the way I am. Ba-da-da-ba-da-da-da-da. Dean, you're literally ghetto. What on earth does that... Like, I've watched Jujutsu Kaisen. What on earth do you mean by that? Hey, BC, what's up? What's a DAW? It's the program you use to make your music. Digital Audio Workstation. So remember the theme of this song, and we actually had ChatGPT helping us with the structure, like thematically for this song, logically. Let's look at what we had last time we were working on. Here we're going to build up the emotional tension and highlight his desire to change and the struggles he faces. Okay, cool. Robbie Rotten is ghetto. What on earth, Caribou? I do have the bangs. Ghetto is bangs guy. Wanting a change. Wanting a change. Ba, ba, ba. Let's get to rhyme zone 2. I think I can change. They say I can change. I think I can change is how it ends. You say I can change. They say I can change. But if I could change? If I could change, I'd change it all. I think fall is our rhyme. But if I could change, I'd change it all. Ba, 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 the fall, I fall. Right? Radio, were you like way behind on the stream. Hey, later, Milk. But if I could change, I'd change it all. But every time I fall, okay, let's try what Jake sent. But if I could change, I'd change it all. But I've already met my downfall. It's so wordy. It doesn't feel good, you know? If I could change, I'd change it all. But every time I fall, let's find a rhyme for change here. But with every step I fall, call could work somewhere another. Yeah. Chain could work. Is that too close of a word? Does it even count as a rhyme? You know? Because he's literally in chains in that contract with Val, right? Tied up in chains. Yeah, I mean that's a super common thing, Jake, is to be too wordy when you're writing lyrics. You think lyrical means like extravagant, flowery language, but sometimes it means finding the most concise way to say what you're trying to say. If you listen to the lyrics of your favorite pop songs, they're often really, really simple. They are often no more than like 1 or 2 syllable words, and there's a reason that Rhyme Zone lets you sort by most popular. And it's because these are going to be your most useful words. You're not going to say, you know, abstains in a song, unless you're writing like really proggy, like Coheed and Cambria would use that word. but you're not going to hear that in a pop song. Disdain, ordain. It's going to be very rare that you drop an SAT word in a pop song. And that's what we're writing here. We're writing pop. You should use the word oversimplificationingly. Yes, you're right, Zalia. You're right. Maybe chains. I was trying to figure out a way to do that. Okay. That's why pop is noob. Thank you, Tesoro. If I could change, I'd change it all. But with every step I fall. Something again. Again. Either way, you fell off. But with every change I fall. I love this synth sound we designed. It's so nice. Try virtue out of range. Did you listen to what I just said, Leadcuber? Virtue? Listen to what you're saying. Like, think about saying these words in a sentence. Let's read the lyrics we have. Lying awake, I'm stuck in my own head, thinking of everything I've done that got me here. Don't know if I can even keep pretending that I'm happy with the way I am. You can say those words in a sentence, and it sounds like you're talking to a person. If you say virtue out of range, like you sound like a crazy person. Try to stick to words you would say in a way you would say them to a person. That is my best lyrical advice, is write lyrics like you would talk to a human being you know. If I could change, I'd change it all. But with every step I fall down and again. Da, da, da. I think that's the first time I've said that you should write lyrics like you're talking to a person, but that's something I've always tried to do without maybe realizing it. Dreaming again. I'm just looking at words over here. It doesn't have to rhyme. We don't have to rhyme with change here. I want to say, like, falling back into my old habits here. Because that's what this is. If I could change, I'd change everything. But every time I try, I end up falling back into my old habits. And like that's a common feeling, right? If you're trying to change a habit, even if it's something like, I want to stop eating junk food. I want to, make this change to better myself. But it's really hard to stick with something, and it's easy to fall back on your old bad habits. So that's dreaming again of what could be. That's pretty solid blue. By fall. Dreaming again. Dreaming again. Dreaming again. I forgot the melody. If I could change, I'd change it all. Dreaming again of what could be. I just can't figure out how to end that sentence. Ping the Discord, you're right. I forgot. Thank you. Every habit chaining me. Okay, it's okay. Again, we're getting out of like words we would actually say to people and the way we would say it. And I like dreaming again of what could be, but I want to emphasize that we're falling back into our old habits here. Every step I fall back into what? I would say what I've always been, but we already used that in the chorus. Back into habit. This is where we look for synonyms. Might need to get water soon. My voice is, you can hear it. Thumb sucking. Back to the start. Back into what I've made for myself. That's not bad, Victini. So I like back to the start radio, and this is where we get into really, this is where I start getting really picky about things, and that's that's such a closed word. There's a lot of teeth coming together in that line, and that sounds crazy to say, but think about what your mouth does when you say back to the start. Right? That happens a lot. Back to the start. Like, maybe it'll work, but I want to see how it feels in my mouth when I sing it. Hey, later, Anonymous. Back to the start and start again. Of where I've been. How do I structure rhymes without making it sound unnatural and without overusing rhymes? I use a lot of internal rhyme. And rhymes in places other than the obvious end of lines. So, for example, lying awake, I'm stuck in my own head. Head here is the rhyme with tend in pretending. Don't know if I can even keep pretending. Head. But ding, like, breaks. It lets your brain hear something else while still also checking the box of a rhyme. That's the real key. If I could change it all with every step I fall. You're good, Doubling Sauce. Wait, are you the originator of the Lord X coffee pasta? Back to the start and start again. In Eastern literature, we have a style of writing that's really old. The rhyme structure is A, B, C, D, A, E, F, G. That's cool. Yeah, so you start with one thing. Your initial line is the anchor that keeps everybody hooked, and then everything else moves to a different thing, right? That's really cool. And I was going to say, the other thing I do a lot is rhyme the beginning of lines. I mean, I'd have to like look at past lyrics for songs, but let's look at like Show That Never Ends. Do I not have the lyrics in here for this one? Whoops. Not me Googling my own lyrics. Here we go. Genius. All right. I'm looking for a beginning of line rhyme because I do these a lot, and I can't find one. Okay, here's one. Here's an internal rhyme. I don't know if this is an internal rhyme, but it's rhyming at the beginning of a section, or kind of in the middle. Can you retain some control of your brain? So we have an internal rhyme within that sentence, but it also rhymes across to here. Retain and patient. Can you retain? Can you be patient? We're looking for rhymes in the same beat across lines. That's the key here. I should do a tier list. I did that on Monday, Sapphire. I literally did that on Monday. Back to the start. I'm thinking like a synonym for damned. I'm failed. Change, synonyms for change. Oh, wait. It doesn't rhyme in the same place, but it still hits that, what is it, an A? Like a long A sound? No, it's ah. A. The A sound. We hit that, you know? As hellfire takes me apart. But that's not a thing that happens. Like, I don't know. That feels a little bit grimdark, a little bit over the top, you know? How to effectively self-rhyme like in Alan Walker's Alone. I don't know any of Alan Walker's music, unfortunately. Shallow graves foreshadow the impending danger. Yeah, I mean, like, if you can identify the, what are you talking about, Jake? If you find, what? Why are we singing Bring Me to Life in the chat? Anyway, Evanescence is love. I love Evanescence. All right. These can be temp lyrics. That's okay. We're checking word rhyme ratings. Oh, Nissan, I do this all the time. You haven't seen me on Rhyme Zone? Whenever I'm on Rhyme Zone, I will search by two different categories. I will either sort by popularity, and these will be words that don't necessarily exactly rhyme. Like same is not a perfect rhyme for main or names, like there's an S at the end there, but it does come up more often in written works, which is what this popularity score is. It's how many times does this word get used. That's it. And then the rhyme rating is how much it exactly rhymes. So same, name, became, game, claim, perfect rhymes. But this will sometimes get you less popular words, like proclaim has a pretty low popularity score, but it's a perfect rhyme. So I'll flip back and forth between those to find a word that fits what I'm feeling. And the last thing I'll sort by is meter. This helps a lot. We'll talk about meter in a bit, probably. Let's track these vocals real quick. Check 1, 2. Ooh. If I could change, I'd change it all. But with every step I fall back to the start and start again. The same. I really botched that first note. If I could change. There we go. Imagine being able to sing. Just start singing, Nissan. Just do it. Everyone can try to sing. And with enough practice, everyone can sing. That I'm happy with the way I am. If I could change it all. But with every step I fall. I need to redo this piano part a little bit because it has changed. If I could change it, I would, and I am. There we go. We're going to slow it down a little. If I could change it all, but with every step I fall. This is tricky. If I could change it all, but with every step I fall. Back to the start. Keep fumbling my hands. Back to the start again. The same. There we go. If I could change it all. Let's fix our bass line too. Here's our new bass that we made for the intro. If I could change it all, but with every step I fall. Hey, later, Blue. To the start and start again. If I could change it. If I could change it all. Yeah, there's a lot of side chaining going. There's a lot of side chaining going on. With every step I fall back to the start and start again. The same. Okay.
step I fall back to the start and start again. The same.
What's in Credibox?
Running away from me, running to something I can't see, 'cause it's not who I want to be. I can't change, so I keep on running away from the thing that I've always been. The temptation that lies within, I feel it begging me to give in. I can't change, so I keep on running away.
Yeah. What, Caribou?
Lying awake, I'm stuck in my own head, thinking of everything I've done that got me here. I don't know if I can even keep pretending that I'm happy with the way I am. If I could change it all, but with every step I fall back to the start and start again. The same. Running away from me, running to something I can't see, 'cause it's not who I want to be. I can't change, so I keep on running away from the thing that I've always been. The temptation that lies within, I feel it begging me to give in. I can't change, so I keep on running away.
Yeah. What the background melody in Stayed Gone's beginning is. Let's check it out. When we get to working on Alastor's song in a few minutes, we'll listen to Stayed Gone and we can check it out then. I want to try putting some actual like proper vocals on this. Like we'll go into the vocal booth and do it there. Let's write some second verse lyrics. Just knock these out. What's our vibe for the second verse? And here's where we get into kind of tricky territory where, again, I don't want to get too graphic with this song, you know? We have his history page here. He was in an Italian crime family in New York City. That's fun. All right, well, Selling My Soul is definitely a line. And the pre-chorus is going to be about meeting friends, learning to change, or maybe that's the bridge. The second pre-chorus and the bridge can both cover kind of similar territory. we've got an interesting dynamic of his old friends, like Cherry Bomb, like kind of pulling him back. New friends trying to get him to change. That's a dynamic that's interesting to point out. Like, which is like a very real dynamic, is when you're trying to make a life change and you realize that the people you're hanging out with are the ones enabling your behavior. Like that is a very real thing they touched on when they made Cherry Bomb show up. All right, I think that gives us a basis. I need a 2-syllable word, or 3-syllable, for trapped. And this is where the meter thing comes in handy. So this is restrict to meter is this setting. And what this setting does is it's going to let me specify how many syllables I want the word to have, and also exactly the stress pattern this word is going to have. So, for example, /XX means tormented, petrified, traumatized, while X/X, the stress on the middle syllable, is going to give us a totally different flow. What does that sound like? That gives us escaping, entangled, transported. You wouldn't say escaping, entangled, right? So I want to say something in chains. And I want 2 syllables. Imprisoned in trains. We can also do 3 syllables, but we need stressed, unstressed for it to end. Helpless in chains. Yeah, the emphasis on the wrong syllable. Exactly. Infested. No, this isn't working. Disconnected. What's a more interesting way we could say I sold my soul? Or we can leave that. That's okay. Oh, was Cherry Bomb American in the pilot? That's weird. Maybe we switch those lines and we rhyme with pain. That could work. That could work. Selling my soul, bound in chains. Na 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 na, the pain. If you put synonyms for demon, alastor comes up. I mean, because alastor is the name of I mean, Aleister Crowley was an English occultist. It was likely who Aleister is named for. Creepy dude.
Selling my soul and bound in chains, the pain.
Oh, we're getting so depressing here. Hey, sounds good, Jake. Good luck. Out of control. There might be a... No. There's a line about, like, filling the hole inside my heart or something, but we're not going to go there. Do we? It's an Angel Dust song. That's too far, Victini. All right. Oh, is that what he says in Loser Baby? Shoot. Damn it. It was too obvious. It was too obvious. That's the problem. Oh, that line isn't Loser Baby. Oh, so my line isn't. Okay, cool, cool. I misread that. Yeah, I am making a Lethal Company song. Minibuzz. It's I have a collab partner working on it, and I'm waiting for them to send back the chorus. My line isn't. Good, good.
Feeling the hole inside my heart. So I stay running away from me.
Okay, let's. I'm gonna sit with the bridge this week, and we'll finish writing this on Friday. But for now, let's get vocals down. So what we're gonna do? I'm just gonna take this whole section, duplicate it. I want to make sure I really only get the stuff that's in here. Okay. We're going to mute the vocals we recorded. We're going to do a bounce. And then we're going to pull this into Pro Tools. I'm going to head into the vocal booth. I'm going to put y'all on my phone camera so I can still talk to you from in there. And we'll see how it works. I think we've done it once. I think I used it as a webcam one time and it worked. So we're going to try it again. And I'll show you what it looks like as I'm actually working on like final vocals for a track. Okay, we're going to pull up Pro Tools. Yeah, Jake, that Squire you posted is such a cool guitar. Absolutely. Switching screens because there's spoilers on, well, not even spoilers, there's just like NDA breaking information on my Pro Tools startup screen because it'll show you all the recent songs I was working on. Okay. Here we go. And bring in the track. Set our tempo, and I'm just going to show you the exact process I go through when I'm recording vocals. Am I still working on the Equip song? I need to poke the collab partner I have on that on the bridge. It was just kind of on hold because like Digital Circus blew up and now we're doing Hazbin stuff. So maybe we'll see. Here's our verse. Pre-chorus. And chorus. Verse 2. I don't think we wrote it yet, right? Pre-chorus 2. And then chorus 2, which we're only going to record one chorus and we'll copy and paste. Okay, now we're going to give us like 16 vocal tracks. Set them all to the right input. And we're just going to make a bus limiter track for us to hear all these. And finally, we're going to put our usual mix chain on this. I will talk you through my usual vocal chain later as we're looking at these vocal tracks once we've recorded them. But this is what it looks like if you ever want to steal my settings. You're going to try writing lyrics on Bandcamp? Why on Bandcamp? Do you mean BandLab? Okay, cool. 2-second chair stream while I go grab a bottle of water. And then we are going to go do not final vocals, but we're going to go do a round of vocals in the vocal booth. I'm going to take y'all in there with me. 1 second, be right back. I'm going to play back the track. Okay, I'm back. I'm just trying to get the iPhone camera set up. Okay, here we go. This is gonna look insane at first. Maybe. There it is. And I'm just putting you on the desk there for a second. I try to match the sizing. There we go. Okay, that's pretty decent. Good. So we're going to put that there. I am going to, let's see, I'll make it so you can hear me, hopefully, on the mic in there. Good, that's working. Where is my neck? It's down here. Okay. You're coming with me, and hopefully you'll be able to hear me when we get to the other side in a second. I'm also going to take a second to pull up chat on the iPad that I have in there. But yeah, we're gonna head on into the vocal booth now. It's in this closet. Make sure this is coming through on stream. Make sure I can have chat up. Yeah, it looks like it's working. Okay. And you can hear me, right? It's 2015 Vlogging Dean. Oh, God. Okay, so let's find a good angle here. This is explicitly not a good angle. Okay. Oh, did I forget? I forgot to turn these headphones on. I'm a fool. One moment. Entering the Logan Paul arc. What? I'm quiet. I'll turn it up. I'll turn it up. I'm back. I forgot to bring my water. That's okay. Okay, the audio should be a little better now, maybe? Possibly. Okay, the audio should be a little better now, maybe? Possibly. I know there's echo. It's because I'm watching the stream in this room here, and I can't mute it. There we go. Now I'm muting it. All right. How y'all doing? Live from the vocal booth. I will figure out a better way to do this someday. All right, all right. So, now the question is, can I have chat running in the background? Yeah, kind of. Okay, that works. I probably can't also have Notion so I can view my words, can I? We'll deal with that when we get there. Let's track the first verse first. All right, we're gonna try a line here. Lying awake, I'm stuck in my own head. I want to make sure I get that lying awake correctly. Lying awake, lying awake. Lying awake, I'm stuck in my own head,
Thinking of everything I've done that brought me here.
Done that got me here. That's the one.
Lying awake, I'm stuck in my own head. Lying awake, lying awake.
I really want to get that poppy feeling on that.
Lying awake, I'm stuck in my own head. Thinking of everything I've done that got me here.
That's feeling pretty good, right? How's the volume now? Is it better? I feel like it should be better. Let's add a double.
Lying awake, I'm stuck in my own head. Thinking of everything I've done that got me here. I don't know if I can even play pretend.
Is that the one? Play pretend? I'm just pulling up my lyrics so I can look at them. Keep pretending. That's the one.
Everything I've done that got me here. I don't know if I can even keep pretending that I'm happy with the way I am. Everything I've done that got me here. I don't know if I can even keep pretending that I'm happy with the way I am.
We'll do one more. We're going to do what's called LCR, meaning left, center, right. That's 3 tracks. We're going to stack them.
Everything I've done that got me here. I don't know if I can.
Oh, I need to do the first line.
I'm lying awake, I'm stuck.
There's no I'm in.
Lying awake, I'm stuck in my own head. Thinking of everything I've done that got me here. I don't know if I can even keep pretending that I'm happy with the way I am.
Let's do some harmonies now.
Lying awake, I'm stuck in my own head. Thinking of everything I've done that got me here. I don't know if I can even keep pretend.
Why do I keep wanting to say play pretend?
Everything I've done that got me here. I don't know if I can even keep pretending that lying awake, I'm stuck in my own head. Thinking of everything I've done that got me here. I don't know if I can even keep pretending that.
Stream's lagging now. I don't know. There's nothing I could do about it. I'm sorry. I mean, I have the wired in. I guess I need to call my stream, my like ISP and upgrade my streaming, my my upload speed. Because, I don't know, there's literally nothing else I can do. I'm wired straight into the router.
Everything I've done that got me here. I don't know if I can even keep pretending that everything I've done that got me here. I don't know if I can even keep pretending.
All right, so there's our first verse. What is our next pre-chorus? What are the lyrics? If I could change, I'd change it all. But with every step I fall back to the start and start again. The same. Let's try that. Be with the way I am. If I could change, I'd change it all. But with every step I fall back to the start and start again. The same. Be with the way I am. If I could change, I'd change it all. But with every step I fall back to the start and start again. The same. Jake, it sounds like you're writing some edgy stuff. Be with the way I am. If I could change, I'd change it all. But with every step I fall back to the start and start again. The same. Okay, now what does a harmony look like on this section? If I could change it all. Be with the way I am. If I could change, I'd change it all. But with every step I fall back to the start and start again. The same. That feels pretty good, right? Be with the way I am. If I could change, I'd change it all. But with every step I fall back to the start and start again. The same. Y'all still there? My chat froze. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hey, later, Sapphire. Change it all. Be with the way I am. If I could change, I'd change it all. But with every step I fall back to the start and start again. The same. There's stuff I don't like about the harmonies so far. Be with the way I am. If I could change, I'd change it all. But with every step I fall back to the start and start again. The same. We might redo that first harmony, because I don't like the three notes moving at once. But I'm going to do an octave on top of that. Be with the way I am. If I could change, I'd change it all. But with every step I fall back to the start and start again. The same. I don't think there's going to be harmonies on the same. Be with the way I am. If I could change, I'd change it all. But with every
every step I fall back to the start and start again.
Now this bottom harmony, the change it all, that doesn't feel good all moving together in like parallel motion like that. So I think instead we're going to do change it all. We're going to try two different options for this. We'll see.
Be with the way I am. If I could change, I'd change it all. But
I want to try the octave above that.
be with the way I am. If I could change, I'd change it all. But with every step I fall back to
I'm kind of digging that.
be with the way I am. If I could change, I'd change it all. But with every step I fall back to the start and start again. Every step I fall back to the start and start again. Back to the start and start again. The same.
Okay, now we're ready to hit the chorus.
Running away from me.
I want to not be gritty on this. I want to not do the growly.
Running away from me.
You know, the big James Hetfield silliness. Okay, running away from me, running to something that I can't see because it's not who I want to be. But so I keep on running away from. Okay, we're going to do just the first half of the chorus first. But I Can't Change is a separate vocal track that's going to come on above. Here we go.
Running away from me, running to something that I can't see, 'cause it's not who I want to be. So I keep on running away from the things that I've always been.
The thing.
I keep on running, so I keep on running away from.
That was correct. That was right. Let's do it again, though.
Running away from me, running to something that I can't see, 'cause it's not who I want to be.
I can't hear the track. I'm turning it up a little.
Running away from me, running to something that I can't see, but it's not who I want to be. So I keep on running away from the thing that I've always been. The temptation that lies within, feel it begging me to give in. So I keep on running away.
I got through the whole chorus. That's okay.
Running away from me, running to something that I can't see, but it's not who I want to.
'Cause it's not, but it's. I screwed it up. I'm going to fix just that line. We're going to punch it in. This is called a punch in. It's where you play the track and you just hit record for the second you want to fix.
Running away from me, running to something that I can't see, 'cause it's not who I want to be. So
Now we fix.
running away from me, running to something that I can't see, 'cause it's not who I.
I screwed it up again. What microphone do I use? This is a Shure SM7B. This is what I use on everything, with the rare exception. Sometimes I want something with a clearer sound, so I'll use a AKG C414, which I might use on this track for the final vocals. I don't know.
Running away from me, running to something that I can't see, 'cause it's not who I want to be. So I keep on running away from the thing that I've always been. The temptation that lies within, feel it begging me to give in. So I keep on running away.
Vocals are getting a little crunchy, but that's okay.
Running away from me, running to something.
I forgot the words. I just blank.
Running away from me, running to something that I can't see, 'cause it's not who I want to be. So I keep on running away from the thing that I've always been, the temptation that lies within, feel it begging me to give in. So I keep on running away.
By the way, if you ever see a singer do anything with their hands, it is not like anything special. It might just help us visualize where we're aiming in our throat, because we can't see. It's not like guitar where you can see your hands, and it it just helps. I don't know how to explain it.
Running away from me, running to something that I can't see, 'cause it's not who I want to be. So
I screwed up B.
Something that I can't see, 'cause it's not who I want to be. So I keep on running away from the thing that I've always been, the temptation that lies within, feel it begging me to give in. So I keep on running away.
I think Runnin's not going to have a harmony, the ending one.
So I keep on running away. Get me to give in. So I keep on running away. Running away from me, running to something that I can't see, 'cause it's not who I want to be. So I keep on running away from the thing that I've always been, the temptation that lies within, feel it begging me to give in. So I keep on running away.
Hey, Manny. Thank you for the super chat. Pee-pee poo-poo watermelon.
Running away from me, running to something that I can't see, 'cause it's not who I want to be. So I keep on running away from the thing that I've always been, the temptation that lies within, feel it begging me to give in. So I keep on running away from me, running to something that I can't see, 'cause it's not who I want to be. So I keep on running away from the thing that I've always been, the temptation that lies within, feel it begging me to give in.
We're just going to keep stacking these till I can't find anything else to sing. Victini, member for 14 months. Thank you.
Running.
We're going to start going down with harmonies now.
Running away from me, running to something that I can't see, 'cause it's not who I want to be. So I keep on running away from the thing that I've always been, the temptation that lies within, feel it begging me to give in. So I keep on running away from me, running to something that I can't see, 'cause it's not who I want to be. So I keep on running away from the thing that I've always been, the temptation that lies within, feel it begging me to give in. So
now, as we go lower, I'm going to try to get breathier with these vocals, because I could very easily sing this in like a full bass, running away from me. You know, this is a Keith David singing voice. You're a loser, baby. You know, like that's not this. So instead of like running away from me, it's gonna be like running away from me. Same exact notes, different placement.
running away from me, running to something that I can't see, 'cause it's not who I want to be. So I keep on running away from the thing that I've always been, the temptation that lies within, feel it begging me to give in. So I keep on running away from me, running to something that I can't see, 'cause it's not who I want to be. So I keep on running away from the thing that I've always been, the temptation that lies within, feel it begging me to give in. So I running away from me.
Hey, what's up, Nitro Wraith? Hey, Nilla Wafer, thanks for hanging out. Running away from me. There's our octave below the melody.
Running away from me, running to something that I can't see, 'cause it's not who I want to be. So I keep on running.
I think I'm gonna do the whole part. I'm not gonna drop out for the so I keep on.
Running away from me, running to something that I can't see, 'cause it's not who I want to be. So I keep on running away from the thing that I've always been, the temptation that lies within, feel it begging me to give in.
Oh shoot, I forgot the last one. Believe it or not, that's more draining than singing like running away from me, because that full voice holds back your air. That fullness comes from vibrating your vocal cords more strongly, and that means your air is being restricted as it comes out. While singing breathy like running away from me, that breathiness is the air just flying out of your throat. So you will run out of air so much faster singing like this than if I were to sing like this. Like I could just hold that note forever. It's the same reason like the scream in Given Up, the big Linkin Park Chester Bennington scream. Like obviously amazing technique. It's insane. But holding a note that long is not as hard as it sounds, because screams hold back the air so much. Like a scream is just you restricting your air so much that your vocal folds just kind of go, ah, you know?
Running away from me, running to something that I can't see, 'cause it's not who I want to be. So I keep on running away from the thing that I've always been, the temptation that lies within, feel it begging me to give in. So I keep on running away.
I forgot that line on the other track. 1 second.
That lies within. So I keep on begging me to give in. So I keep on running away.
Okay, I feel good about that. Let's like play with those vocals. We're gonna tune them up, and I'll show you how I clean up vocals. I'm coming back in to the studio now. And wait for it. We're back. I'm just fixing. Oop. I have technically two. There we go. I have a second OBS setup going with just recording a vertical version of this. Yeah, I'll figure that out later. Okay. So, what do we think of those vocals? How do we feel like they came out? Yeah, we're going to do some tuning. I'm going to start by just gain adjusting them all so we can see them and hear them. Some parts are definitely required, are recorded quieter than others. Aw asked, how can I make vocals not sound like ass when I make them? Do you tune them after you record it? Oh yeah, I auto-tune the hell out of everything. Well, Melodyne now. I switched to Melodyne from auto-tune. But yeah, like vocal production is a skill in itself to the point where there are people whose entire jobs is being a vocal producer. Like that is a job in the music industry. Is just you are good at making recorded vocals sound good. It's a really important job, and it's a skill set really distinct from producing music in general. You have to know how to arrange vocal harmonies. You have to know how a voice fits into a song and an arrangement, and what a singer is capable of doing, what's going to make them sound good, not just from a production standpoint, but from a like what they do, what they sing. Do I have any ideas for getting... Do you have any tips on getting ideas for the start of a song? Steal stuff. Steal as much as you can. Remake songs from scratch by ear, and you will learn a ton about how they work. And then use the things you learn to write songs, because they'll come to you much faster. Hey, what's up, Callie? Okay, let's hear what we got.
Lying awake, I'm stuck in my own head, thinking of everything I've done that got me here. I don't know if I can even keep pretending that I'm happy with the way I am.
Yeah, this is the Angel Dust song, Callie. Okay, so that is a start. That is where we're starting with raw vocal tracks. And what we're going to do, there's two things we're going to want to do with vocals in general. The first is tune them, and the second is time them. And you'll often hear like tune and time as like a, like, hey, how much would it cost to tune and time these vocals or whatever, you know, when you're working with someone. Game Sequence, thank you for the super chat. Oh, these harmonies are way too much, for sure. They're going to get pulled back, don't worry. I just need them all here so I can see them, so I can hear them and work on them, and then we're going to push them way back in the mix. We may not even use these doubles. I just want all these assets to work with. The first thing we're going to do is actually time correct these vocals. So what I'm going to do is solo down to just the lead vocal. Some advice on mixing a track. Simply Shadow, I mean, I will recommend the mixing course I made, Elemental Mixing. If you go to quickstartmusic.com and use the code LSE, you can get literally everything on there for $30 for a month, and then cancel at the end of the month. Just like burn through Elemental Mixing, and you will learn so much more than I could say in an off the top of my head thing here. I made like it's like a 4-hour course with a whole bunch of stuff to practice with.
Lying awake, I'm stuck in my own head, thinking of everything I've...
Okay, this is pretty close, but I'm noticing I'm a little ahead of the beat here. I want to make sure I'm sitting right on the grid for really tight poppy stuff. And then what I'm going to do, Nitro Wraith, member for 14 months, yeah. Okay, has anyone noticed there's been more FL Studio discourse on Twitter lately? Like there's someone else who's blowing up for complaining about FL Studio right now. And that's my thing. No, but a conversation has been going around about FL Studio, particularly with regard to editing audio. And I'll tell you, here is why I will never use any software other than Pro Tools, except maybe Reaper. I know Reaper gets close on this level of things. But when I'm editing audio, you can see I need to constantly slide things around to get them on the beat, right? And the way this works, I could do what's called slip editing, which not every DAW can do. I know Pro Tools, Cubase, Studio One, and Reaper can definitely do it. And that is, what that means is not sliding around clips like this. Watch closely. sliding around within clips. So there is more information in this clip here, right? And what I'm doing is sliding around within that clip. And then, now that I've done this to get every syllable on time where I want it, I'm going to select all these. And if I just play this right now, we might hear some pops. Like if I do this, listen.
Everything I've done that.
You hear those clicks and pops? We need to fix that with crossfades. And what do you do in Pro Tools? You just hit Command F. You can choose any kind of crossfade you want here. I'm going to do equal power crossfades. And it's done. So anytime I'm doing this, I will constantly just be selecting all. And boom, fades everywhere. And now,
Thinking of everything I've done that got me here.
perfect. No problem. So that's always my first step, is go through and time align by hand the lead vocal.
I don't know if I can even keep pretending. Pretending that I'm happy with the way I am.
Okay, so we've got that. Here's another great Pro Tools feature. This is called strip silence. And what this means, I can set a threshold here, as well as some other settings. And now, it just gets rid of all the silence around a track, around a clip. Just kind of trims things down and makes them nice and neat. Which is real nice when you're just looking at a ton of audio, you know? Okay, now here's the real magic. This is admittedly an expensive piece of software, but it's essential for my workflow. It makes your file smaller too. So it may or may not, depending on your DAW, because if your DAW is doing a good job, it doesn't actually use what's not doing anything. It depends. It may or may not make your file size smaller. Okay, check this out. This is Vocaline, and here's what this does. Here's the vocal tracks as they are recorded now. Here's the lead vocals. These are 3 vocal tracks singing the same thing. We have the center, the left, and the right.
Lying awake, I'm stuck in my own head.
You can hear, I've got pretty good timing, but it's not perfect. There's some differences in when consonants are hitting and stuff. So we're going to load these into Vocaline. I'm going to use the first one as a guide, and then load the second one in. And look how it stretches things. Here's before, here's after. It's subtle, but now listen.
Lying awake, I'm stuck in my own head.
Perfect. It's perfect. And that's what we want in this kind of poppy kind of thing. So I'm just going to Vocaline each of these. Listen to them as I go.
Thinking of everything I've done that got me here.
And it doesn't just do vocals. Like, I use it on guitars all the time. I've used it on drums before. Like, it's super helpful. Anytime you have multiple takes of something that you want to be rock solid together, it's amazing for horn sections.
I don't know if I can even keep pretending.
So this is always my first step.
That I'm happy with the way I am.
I've used it on lead guitars, like harmonized lead guitars playing a solo together. Yeah, we'll look at the filter torso. So we're just going to get time aligned on all these vocals.
If I could change, I'd change it all.
This is all a little late or early.
If I could change, I'd change it all.
Yeah, it's all a little late.
If I could change, I'd change it all. But with every step I fall back to the start and start again.
You can see I'm just kind of eyeballing as I go. It does not need to be absolutely flawless, but pretty close. What's up, Among Us Gamer?
Start again. The same.
Okay, there's our pre-chorus. And again, we're just going to go through one at a time. Vocal line the doubles. And then we're going to go through and get the harmonies in a second, because some of those differ.
But with every step I fall back to the start and start again. The same.
Cool. I tend to lean on the robotic side of things. I do get criticized for it sometimes, for my songs sounding too like auto-tuned and stuff. And honestly, I kind of like the sound. I don't know.
Thinking of everything I've done that got me here.
Now, in this case, you can see the harmonies only come in on the second half of this phrase. So I've got to do a little cutting first to get just the phrase I want as the guide. Yeah, it's all personal taste.
I don't know if I can even keep pretending.
Yeah. By the way, this looks like it's clipping. That's just because I'm zoomed in on the waveforms. Which, by the way, I love this feature of Pro Tools that lets me zoom in on the waveforms. I'm not affecting the volume when I do this, but it really helps if I'm like, oh shoot, what is that there? I can just zoom up like this. Switch to Pro Tools. No, don't worry about it. Reaper is also fantastic.
If I could change it all. Change.
Anytime I see the waveform move a lot like it is, I get a little worried. We'll see what it's doing. Vocal line doesn't always get it right.
Change it all. Change it all.
Okay, that's working. I'm so mad because on PC, I had an auto hotkey script that would do this for me, and it could just burn through a bunch in a row. And macOS does not have auto hotkey, which sucks.
But with every step I fall.
I've tried getting there with shortcuts, and I can't quite do the same thing.
The start and start again. The same.
I think the same. I'm just going to mute it because we're not going to use it. Okay, let's time align this chorus. This is going to be a beast. Let's look through. Again, we're going to start with our verse. We're just going to hear the verse, the lead. We're going to start with the lead and work our way down to the harmonies.
Running away from me, running something that I can't see. 'Cause me, running something that I me, running something that I can't see. 'Cause it's not who I want to be.
You can see I really started rushing here. So let's move me back a little bit.
It's not who I want to be. It's not who I want to be. So
I forgot to record the but I can't change. We got to go do that.
So I keep on running away from the thing that I've always been, the temptation. So I keep on running away from the thing that I've always been.
No, I'm not on the Hazbin Hotel theme. I wish I was.
From the thing that
I mean, maybe, kind of. I don't know. I don't have a lot of interest in being on something like big and professionally organized like that.
always been, the temptation that
I like my little independent situation here. Shadow the Hedgehog, what are you saying?
the temptation that lies within, feel it lies within, feel it begging me to give in.
I got way ahead of the beat.
Within, feel it begging me to give in. The temptation that lies within, feel it begging me to give. Temptation that lies within. Temptation that lies within, feel it begging me to give in. So I keep on running away.
Okay. So there's our lead. And now we're going to chop this up into kind of reasonably sized chunks of vocals. We need to figure out where this splice is. There we go. Perfect. That's really just like for neatness. Like all that audio information's still there. It's just for my own sanity.
Running away from me. Running away from me. Running to something that I can't see. 'Cause it's...
Okay, so the thing about Vocaline is the smaller bites you give it, the more accurate it is.
Away from me.
So in order to do this well, I'm going to chop this up into a lot of pieces.
Can't see. So I keep on running away from the thing that I've always been. The temptation that lies within.
Now these ends make it really hard because I kind of bleed into the next word. So instead I'm cutting
within, that lies within.
Between syllables of one word.
The thing that I've always been. The temptation.
Okay.
The thing.
There we go. And now we click this button a lot of times. Just a whole bunch. I feel like this would be a moment in like a Games Done Quick speed run where they'd be like, all right, this part's pretty boring, so you can read some donations now. This is that part of a voice editing speedrun. Has anybody seen music production speedruns where people will be like, Soulja Boy, any percent? Those are very entertaining. It's like someone pulls up FL Studio, they drag samples incredibly quickly to see how quickly they can produce all of Soulja Boy's, what is it? What is Soulja Boy's big song called? Watch Me? Crank That. Is that it? Yes.
'Cause it's not who I want to be.
This is the new Vocaline. This is Vocaline Ultra, and it's fantastic, Ethan.
So I keep on running away from it.
Chili, thank you so much for the super chat. Just woke up, so you're going to start your morning now, but hope you have an amazing stream. Thank you so much, Chili. Thank you for the super chat.
Thing that I've always been, the temptation that lies within that I've always been.
Oh, your name is... I didn't know that, Victini. I think maybe I knew that, but I've forgotten. That's funny. Oh, these are the vocals that were really off. You can see how far they're getting shifted when I push this. This is why I love vocal line. I'd have to do these all by hand before. Shadow, I know you've explained it like 8 times. I get it.
So I keep on running away. On running away. So I keep on running away. So I keep on running.
Okay. We are officially timed. Now we tune. I don't know if we're going to do everything on here because this takes a while, but I can at least show you the process.
Lying awake comes. Lying awake comes.
Okay. We know we're in F sharp minor, so I'm going to set that scale. It's nice when you have a song that's in like one key, so you can just set the scale and just start with automatically giving yourself hopefully a good start. I wish I could say, like, write this as F sharp. Oh well. I'll say A major. That's easier to read.
Lying awake, I'm stuck.
Okay.
Lying awake, I'm stuck in my own head.
Why would it be, Diane?
Thinking of everything I've done that got me here. I don't know if I can even.
No, it's not. It's not a Mac exclusive.
I don't know if I can even keep pretending that I'm happy with the way I am.
All right, that was pretty quick. That was easy.
Lying awake, I'm stuck in my own head. Thinking of everything I've done that got me here. I don't know if I can even keep pretending that I'm happy. I don't know if I can even keep pretending that I keep pretending that I'm happy with. Keep pretending that I'm happy with the way I am.
Nice. All right. Now we're going to start speed running this a little bit. We're going to do 2 tracks at once. And this is why I love Melodyne Studio, because you can edit as many tracks at once as you want. In this case, I have our first vocal in there as a guide vocal. You can see it in the background as like grayed out. And then these, I'm just going to visually line them up as we go. Melodyne Studio, yeah, it's paid. It's on the expensive side.
Lying awake, I'm stuck in my own head. Thinking of everything I've done that got me here.
It's feeling pretty good. There is nothing more like insulting in music production than when you're dragging the notes around in Melodyne and you just hear one syllable like
I don't know if I can even. I don't know if I can even keep pretending that I'm happy with the way.
I must have hit some shortcut recently because it doesn't normally do that, and I must have turned on monitoring or something. It must be a button somewhere I hit by accident. Oh well, it's funny.
That I'm happy with the way I am.
Just a single solitary doot, Manny. I was editing a bunch of horns the other night for a song I was working on with Tori. By the way, I want to take a moment during the stream. First, I have to tell her that I'm doing this because she asked me. So my wife, Tori, released a new song today. Well, Tori and I did. But this is a cover of This Will Be an Everlasting Love by Natalie Cole. It's out under Tori and Dean right now. It's going to switch to Tori DiMarzo. We're changing her artist name.
You found me in time, and I'm so glad that you rectified my mind, and this will be an everlasting love for me. Loving you is some kind of wonderful me, because you show me just how much you care. You've given me the thrill.
Yeah, she's awesome. Everyone go follow her on Spotify. Listen to the song on there.
You brought a light of sunshine into my life. You fill me with happiness I never knew. You gave me more joy than I ever dreamed of, and no one can take the place of you. This will be you and me. Yes, sir, eternally. Hugging and sweet like a cat in a place that together forever through rain or whatever. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, you and me. So long as I live in true love, I be guarantee you I'll be selling. It's your soul and soul. Hey, your soul and soul, love. Your soul and soul, your soul and soul, love. You are soul and soul,
You can hear me singing in the background. And then it fades out. So yeah, we're trying to kickstart her music career. That's the first single. We got a lot more stuff we're working on. We're working on stuff like every night together.
Thinking of every.
Okay, back to my dumb stuff. But yeah, definitely go follow her. Oh yeah. Go follow her on Instagram as well. She's at Tori DiMarzo. She takes awesome pictures too. Like she took all the pictures you've seen from me at MagFest, Camp Steady, all of these. And me. And then here's some clips from her singing it. So yeah, definitely go follow her on Instagram at Tori DiMarzo. She's on TikTok too, all of that.
Thinking of everything I've done that got me here. Thinking of everything I've done that got me here. Even keep pretending.
I also forget I have an Instagram account, as evidenced by the fact that there's nothing new there.
Even keep pretending. Even keep pretending. Even keep pretending. Even keep pretending. And keep pretending. And keep pretending. And keep pretending. And keep pretending.
Okay. Now, these vocals are definitely far forward. We're going to walk them back a little bit.
Thinking of everything I've done that got me here. I don't know if I can even keep pretending.
Yeah.
That I'm happy with the way I am. If I could change, I'd change it all.
We could do all these vocals at once. If I could.
If I could change,
I'd change it all.
If I could change, I'd change it all.
Is there one up here? I feel like there's an extra one I'm not noticing.
If I could change.
Oh, there's one. I missed this. I was like, I'm hearing another vocal I didn't see.
Change it all. Change it all.
There we go.
But with every step I fall. But with every step I fall.
But with okay.
But with every step I fall.
Yeah. Oh, it's so smooth. I love Melodyne.
To the but with every step back to the start again. The same. Back to the same.
Maybe I do need these harmonies here. I don't know.
The same.
I think I like them. I think I like them after all.
The same. The same.
Cool. Fresh, this is the Angel Dust song. We're getting to the vocals. And here we're just going to select all and see if we can just deal with these all at once. It's a pretty simple vocal part.
Running away from me.
He says, looking at 19 vocal tracks. How long has chat been? Chat has been stuck on that for like hours. Oh my God. I'm going to refresh that. I need to, I think I just need to not have a chat widget on screen because it's so busted. Hey, what's up, hey Tom?
Running away from running away from me.
That low harmony is so loud. Both of these are. Okay. Just grouping these up so I can turn them down together equally.
Away from me, running to something that I can't see.
There we go. Yeah, this is still the Angel song. I'm going to make all the run-ins the same note.
Running. Running away from me, running to something that running away from me, running to something that I can't see, 'cause
Sometimes you have to split a note to get it to work.
Running away from me, running to something that I can't see. Running to something that I can't see.
Something's goofy in here. Which track is that? That's Vox 2.
Running away from me, running to something that I can't see, 'cause it's not who. Running away from me, running to something that I can't see. Running away from me, running to something that I can't see. Running away from me, running to something that running away from me, running to something that I can't see. Running away from me, running to something that I can't see. Running away from me, running to something that I can't see.
Oh.
Running away from me, running to something that I can't see. Running away from me, running to something that I can't see. Running away from me, running to something that I can't see, 'cause it's
Will I make a Huss song in the future? Maybe.
running away from me, running to something that I can't see.
There it is. Let's hear how this is feeling so far.
Lying awake, I'm stuck in my own head, thinking of everything I've done that got me here. I don't know if I can even keep pretending that I'm happy with the way I am. If I could change, I'd change it all. But with every step I fall back to the start and start again. The same. Running away from me, running to something that I can't see, 'cause it's not who I want to be. So I keep on running away from the thing that I've always been. The temptation that lies within, feel it begging me to give in. So I keep on running away.
Thank you, JK, in here. Jake, that's very kind words. I love Courtney LaPlante's voice. She's amazing. I don't think my screams are anything close to hers, but thank you.
Running away from me, running to something that I can't see, 'cause it's not who I want.
Have I ever done mastering on streams? I have not. But we will mix and master this song on stream, so you'll see.
I can't see, 'cause it's not who I want to be. So I keep on running away from the thing that I've always been, the temptation that lies.
What I'm doing here is correcting Melodyne, because Melodyne heard the wrong note. So I'm telling it it's actually up here. There we go. That's still wrong, but closer. Lim.
The temptation that lies within, feel it begging me to give in. So I keep on running away. The temptation that lies within.
Okay.
'Cause it's not who I want to be.
Kellen Quinn is great. Anthony Green is a better version of the thing you like about Kellen Quinn. I will say that. Like, if you like Kellen Quinn, Anthony Green is better at being Kellen Quinn than Kellen Quinn is. And Kellen Quinn's wonderful, but Anthony Green is the guy who does that thing really well. Go listen to Seosin, Chiodos, or any of Anthony Green's solo stuff. Anthony Green's the guy who... Anthony Green was the first really high, just like flawless, angelic tenor pop-punk vocalist.
'Cause it's
Metalcore, you know, emo, not really pop-punk.
the thing that I've always been, the temptation that lies within, feel it begging me to give in. So I keep on running away. The thing that I've always been, the temptation that lies within, feel it begging me to give in.
Legio tenor. I don't know the term for it. I just know dude has a high voice and he sounds really good. What was the hardest character to write a song about? This one's been tricky. It's been difficult.
'Cause it's not who I want to be.
I'd say Ganon gave me a hard time, which is why I don't like Calamity, because I didn't really feel like I connected with the character.
'Cause it's not who I want to be. So I keep on running away from the thing that I've always been, the temptation that lies within. Cause it's not who I want to be. So I keep on running away from the thing that I've always been, the temptation that lies within, feel it begging me to give in. Cause it's not who I want to be. Cause it's not who I want to be. So I keep on running away from the thing that I've always been, the temptation that lies within. Cause it's not who I want to be. So I keep on running away from the thing that I've always been, the temptation that lies within, feel it begging me to give in. Cause it's not who I want to be. So I keep on running away from the thing that I've always been, the temptation that lies within, feel it begging me to give in. Cause it's not who I want to be. So I keep on running away from the thing that I've always been, the temptation that lies within, feel it begging me to give in. Cause it's not who I want to be. So I keep on running away from the thing that I've always been, the temptation that lies within, feel it begging me to give in. Cause it's not who I want to be. So I keep on running away from the thing that I've always been, the temptation that lies within, feel it begging me to give in. Cause
Yeah, and a lot of music production is listening to the same thing over and over again. Do you sing from the diaphragm or from the throat? The question implies you have a choice of where air comes from in your body. Air comes from your lungs, it's being pushed by the diaphragm, and it goes through your throat. There are no other options there. Now, where is my mind when I'm singing? That depends on what I'm doing. I picture like an XY graph that I can move up and down. Up and down is the pitch. So like, ah, and that's just what note are you singing, right? And then the other axis, this x-axis, this front to back situation, is where I'm placing just kind of the resonance of things. So I can sing one note and move it forward, like, this feels very forward. It's like in the front of it's like between my teeth. I was like right there, floating at the front of my face. Oh, this very round and breathy sound. And then I can move it back. Into the back of my throat. And that's like, this is like where Rick Sanchez's voice lives. It's back here. And so I can move one note. And then behind that is screams. Like that's all the way back here. And if you can do that in different ranges. So like I was showing you before in the vocal booth, I could be down here singing. I could be down here singing forward and kind of round and breathy like this. Or I can move it back and be more full-voiced. And then I can move my larynx position beyond that, and it could be like kind of a high thing or a low position. So you have almost a three-dimensional situation, three axes of pitch, of like, resonance, and then timbre, the formant of your voice, where you're placing your larynx. Here's like SpongeBob and here's Patrick. So now you have this three-dimensional space to move around in. And it really, really gives you a lot of versatility in the kind of sounds you can make as a singer. That's a highlight right there. I have a button that I push whenever I think I said something cool, and that's going to get clipped into a TikTok.
Running away from the thing that I've always been.
Okay, let's listen to what we got. I think we're mostly tuned. I'm going to go over it like later and do a good job instead of rushing it for stream.
Lying awake, I'm stuck in my own head, thinking of everything I've done that got me here. I don't know if I can even keep pretending that I'm happy with the way I am. If I could change, I'd change it all. But with every step I fall back to the start again. The same. Running away from me, running to something that I can't see, 'cause it's not who I want to be. So I keep on running away from the thing that I've always been. The temptation that lies within, feel it begging me to give in. So I keep on running away.
Yeah, cool. All right, I'm feeling good about that. I'm feeling really good about that. I think we're going to finish this on Friday. And we can even probably do mix on Friday. You want to hear me voice acting and stuff? I recorded voice lines for a trailer of a game that's coming out soon. The trailer should drop soon. I recorded the voice lines last night. I have to hear back about how the director feels about them. But yeah, I am in a game coming up. So that'll be fun. But yeah, I'm really happy with how this is going. Is it alastor song time? I think it's actually time to wrap up the stream, because I have a bunch of stuff I have to work on off stream. I have a bunch of like Royale 5 stuff that I can't show on stream. We're actually having a meeting in like an hour to discuss some more promo we can do for the Kickstarter and stuff. But in the meantime, like, absolutely, if you haven't checked out the Royale 5 Kickstarter yet, stop on over. We hit 1,600 today. That's feeling pretty good. Go check out the Royale 5 Kickstarter. This is the VTuber band that Oreo is starting, and I'm in it. We have a bunch of other amazing people in it. Definitely go stop by there. We have new songs coming soon as well, but we're kickstarting our models and a bunch of artwork and music videos. We're doing a 6-song concept EP of original songs, along with a whole bunch of other covers, but we need to hit that 55K goal to make that happen. So absolutely stop over on the Kickstarter page and join the Royale 5 Discord as well. I'm gonna drop that in the chat. If you haven't joined the Discord yet, stop over there. Caspian Drake is a real cool guitar player, and he hangs out there a lot. I don't know him, but he seems cool. Definitely go stop by Royale 5. And if you can't back it, share it on Twitter, share it on anywhere else you're at. Spread the word about Royale 5. Cool. All right. Thank you all so much for hanging out. We're going to be back here on Friday working on some more songs. I know this stream was only 3 hours. We are going to go longer next week. We're going to do all 6-hour streams next week, so we'll be going hard on here, okay? And I am legitimately going to see if I can up my upload speed, because enough people are complaining that the stream is freezing and stuff. So, and yeah, Manny inspired a design choice for Caspian Drake, which is pretty cool. I should go check out the Royale 5 Discord. You're right. I haven't been in there yet. All right. Thank you all so much for hanging out. I'm going to head out for the day, but I will see you on Friday. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.